Man. I wonder if people have thought about this. You know, when the boomers, kids, parents in the future, 10 years, 15 years from now, if we keep this monetary system the way it is, and, you know, like, I'm going to have to pay high taxes to pay off this debt. And the next generation, the generation after that, and the generation after that, if we continue this system the way it is, could you imagine the audacity of parents nowadays who get a stimulus, right, on the backs of their kids in the future? That's what this is. They get money, the $600, $1,400, and they do nothing with it. They do nothing with it. Well, they do something. They waste it. But the parents who boast about stuff, you know, maybe they got a PS5 on the internet, they got a new TV, instead of investing it in assets, the parents who boast and brag, and maybe they got a new handbag, and put all this on the internet, and then their kids look back on their social media 10 years ago, like, you know what I mean, like, and they look back 10 years, 15 years, and see, this was about the time you got your stimulus, and this is what you did with it. And now I have to pay 50% of taxes. I got to pay 60% of taxes. And then you want me to help you? I could barely take care of myself, and you want me to help you? You lived through some of the most economic great times ever. And what did you do with your economic boom? What did you do with it? Instead of investing it, instead of being humble, you boasted. You boasted by exploiting me. You exploited me. I gotta pay interest and this debt back, which will never be paid back. It can never be paid back. I'm saying if we keep the monetary system the way it is. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? And that's why I say a lot of old people are going to be homeless. In fact, I might go ahead and go a little bit further in that. And I think that I wouldn't be shocked if the next generation is fine with euthanizing people, getting rid of the fat. I'm just saying. Okay, you're contributing nothing to society. You know, you were irresponsible with your youth. You were irresponsible with how you lived your life. You know, like, could you imagine? Oh, going back on your mom to be begging you when you barely take care of yourself or your dad. And listen. These are the same people that didn't want nothing to do with you, that pawned you off to that had you for a social status, or had you to appease other people, and they pawned you off instead of raising you. They pawned you off on daycare, abandoning you, making you feel abandonment. giving you technology to babysit you. And these same people are gonna beg you for help. No. See what you guys did, what you baby boomers did, and you Gen X, old Gen X. What you did is you shot yourselves in the foot. That's what you've done, because you've raised a self-centered generation that don't give a dang about anybody but themselves. And they will look back and be like, well, why did you do this? Why did you do that? Oh, look at you. Oh, mom, look at you. You look so cool. Look, you're vaping. Oh, wow, you're so cool smoking weed on camera. Oh, man. Look at you partying like there's no tomorrow. Look how irresponsible you were. And now you want to come to me when you could have used your youth to either raise me the right way or, been prosperous and invested in proper things. But now, oh, look at you. Oh, look at you. You're on OnlyFans. Oh, look at you exposing yourself to everybody. Nah. You're going to see kids reject their parents, and their parents will be homeless. And you can't even get mad at the kids, because the kids will be put in a position where they can barely take care of themselves. They're barely going to be able to take care of themselves financially. They're not going to be able to help anybody else. Are you kidding me? When you're taxed 50-60% because of socialism, because you people voted in socialism, like continuously, not learn from any mistakes at all, continuous, like making major mistakes. But like to have this proof on the social media, on the internet, for kids to go back and see this, like, yeah, we make mistakes. We get that, right? We get that. You can come back. Well, you make your bed, now you gotta lay in it. There comes a point where you have to learn from your mistakes and try to make it better. We got a lot of parasites. The boomers, the parasites. Not all of them. We got a lot of parasites in this world, and it's getting worse. And a lot of them are getting bred to be parasites. Not producing anything, not contributing anything, but just taking. Just take. These kids are gonna see this. They're gonna see the social media. Like, look at all these guys you were with. You were supposed to be raising me. Why couldn't you make things work out with my dad? Or why couldn't you pick a good man to begin with? What was with this guy? Look at this guy. This guy was a good guy. He had his stuff together. No, you wanted to worry about your own self. You wanted to worry about how you felt at the moment. And the same goes for guys. Oh, look at this girl. She's a nice woman. Oh, you passed her up for this scumbag? Or you want to keep on having all these different chicks in your life? I mean, listen. It is what it is, dude. It is what it is. And it's funny that all this stuff is on the internet. People recording themselves freely. They're doing it themselves. They're putting it out there. Oh, look, Dad, or look, Mom. The stimulus you're flashing in front of in a video like you're a baller. You're so cool. And that's on me. That money you're flashing right there, that was from me. That's from me. I have to pay that back. And this is why you're going to have a society of a bunch of old people, especially women. Women are going to be, like, you're going to see so many old women that are going to be homeless. What you're going to see is a bunch of tatted up women on the streets. Probably they're going to look scraggly. They might have been gorgeous when they were younger. Absolutely gorgeous. And nobody's going to care about them. Nobody. party will be over. It's gonna be, you know, robots might save the boomers. It could happen. We'll see. But I'm saying, you people out here that are not humble at all, that are like boasting about the stimulus and how it's free money, and 10 years, 15 years later, 20 years later, you want to ask your kids for help, and they're already working hard and being forced to work hard, and you want to ask them for help, and then they don't help you. Don't get mad at them, because they can barely take care of themselves. You wasted your life. You completely wasted it, and you left no wealth for them at all. Your guidance was terrible. You're a crappy parent. You're a grown adult who's a little kid, and now your kid has to pay for your mistakes. Now your kid has to pay for your heathenistic lifestyle. Now your kid has to suffer. And there will be self-deletion too. There will be people that self-delete. It'll happen. The suicide rate will go up. Drugs will go up. Suicide will go up. Alcoholism will go up. All that's going to go up. Homelessness is going to go up. People don't face their problems. They mask them. That's what they do. They cover them up. They cover them up with alcohol, with gambling, with sex, or whatever. Drugs. They don't face their problems. They don't face their inner demons. I'm just saying, if you live this lifestyle and you want to act like you're getting free money from the government because you're ignorant, and then you want to boast about it online, when you should be humble and be thankful, you want to act like you're a baller, and then in 10, 15 years from now, your kids tell you to piss off, and you're sitting there in the streets, cold, hungry, wet, stinky. You got no one to blame but yourself.